Hey Vandegrift, and welcome back to the Viper Pit Stop. I'm Josh.
And I'm Inalam. Let's get into the news. Vandegrift is currently in first place for UIL Lone Star Cup for 6A out of more than 200 high schools. The standings currently include points for team tennis, cross country, marching band, military marching band, volleyball, robotics, football, Congress, and Spirit. Congratulations to all contributing programs and students.
Rotary is an international service organization whose stated human rights purpose is to bring together business and professional leaders in order to provide humanitarian services, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and to advance goodwill and peace around the world. Rotary District 5870 would like to sponsor students from Vandegrift to attend the RILA Leadership Camp. There is no cost to attend, and the opportunity is open to current sophomores and juniors.
The application and other information is available in the class of 2026 and 2027 Google Classrooms. The deadline to apply is February 14th. Attention juniors, initial course requests will be processed on February 16th. Make sure to meet with your counselors to finalize your schedule for senior year before March 1st. They are not your final course requests, but if you want to get into a high demand course, make sure to lock it into your course plan so that you're guaranteed to get in.
Key Club and Student Council are currently planning Relay for Life. Relay for Life is an event held on April 11th where members of the community all come together in order to bring awareness to cancer and honor those who have battled it.
There will be food, fun activities, and volunteering opportunities. You can sign up now on the Relay for Life Instagram page at VHS Relay for Life or the VHS homepage. Create or join a team and get all of your friends to register to make this the best relay yet.
We're also looking for a band to play at the event, so if you're looking for a chance to perform for a good cause, please email joshua.goldfinger007@icloud.com or text 737-235-9674. We hope to see you all there.
That's all for the news this week. Now let's dive into sports. Last week, boys basketball fell to Hutto 53-73, but barely came back against Westwood on the 7th, 52-51 next week. They only have one game against Round Rock High School on the 11th, away at 7 p.m.
Girls basketball defeated Hutto last week on the 4th, 62-43. This week they have one game at home against Westlake on the 11th at 7 p.m.
Boys soccer did great against Hutto and Westwood last week, beating Hutto 5-0 and Westwood 3-1. They have two games this week against Round Rock on the 11th and Stony Point on the 14th. Both games are away at 7:15.
Girls soccer also did great against Hutto last week, beating them 3-0. However, they unfortunately lost against Westwood in a crushing 5-0 loss. Next week, they also play Round Rock and Stony Point on the 11th and 14th, but their games are at home at 7:30 p.m. Baseball is also gearing up for their season with games next week against Alamo Heights on the 20th and New Braunfels on the 21st, both at home. Go support your team, and we hope they start off their season the right way.
The Lake Travis game is on the 11th at home, and the Westlake game is on the 14th away. Both games are at 5 p.m. Softball did great against Leander last week at their scrimmage, and they have their first tournament this week to kick off their season. They play Castleberry on the 13th at 2:30 p.m. and Nakona on the 15th at 8:30 a.m. at the Tri-Cities tournament. We hope they do amazing.
That's all for sports now. Coming at you with a new and improved weather segment, here's Aiden.
Hello Vipers and welcome back from the weekend, and as you can see by my handy sign here, it is Valentine's Day week coming up this Friday, and why don't we start things off by kicking it off with the weather. We take a look at Monday. It's going to have a high of 52 and a low of 48. It's going to be perfect weather to start off this week. And then for Tuesday, it's going to have a high of 68 and a low of 54. And you can see there is about a 70% chance of rain for it to happen, but by Wednesday, it should be starting to clear up. As you can see, the high for Wednesday is going to be 81 with a low of 34. And then for Thursday, again, there is about a 40 to 50% chance of precipitation that's going to happen that day, but it's going to be a high of 39 and a low of 33. So it is going to be a little bit colder, so be prepared to bundle up for that. And then for Friday, Valentine's Day, it is going to be partly sunny with a little bits of sunshine here and there, but the high is going to be 60 with a low of 52. And then for starting off your weekend on Saturday, it's going to have a high of 79 and a low of 38. And then capping it off, it's going to be all sunshine all day on Sunday with a high of 48 and a low of 31. And if you're looking for something to do on Valentine's Day and Friday, I suggest a movie. The movies, two of mine, I'm going to go see are coming out. Paddington in Peru, and then the new Captain America movie's coming out. And then that's about it, and sending it back over to the host of VTV.
Thanks, Aiden. Before the end of the broadcast, we have a mental health minute for you about checking in on our friends.
Hey, we're just checking in with you today. Stop and think. Have you ever had anyone check in on you? If you have, how did it make you feel? Do you think it should be done often? I am here today to shine some light on checking in on the people around you. You may have heard the saying, check in on your friends and make sure they're okay because you never know what they're going through. Well, it's true. We as people can be like a movie, putting out a wonderful story, but you never see what is truly happening behind the scenes.
I recently read an article that stated you should check in on your friends at least once a week, if not more. The care you show by checking in on your friends can positively impact your own mental health while also letting them know that you are thinking about them. There are many ways you can check in on loved ones. For example, sending a simple text like, hey, I've been missing you and just wanted to check in on how you're doing. Or, hey, how are you today?
You can also invite them over to hang out or do something fun together. Positive friendships can prevent you from isolating yourself and feeling lonely. Having someone check in regularly can boost self-confidence and a sense of belonging. However you decide to reach out, I'm sure they will appreciate it because actions sometimes speak louder than words. So don't miss the opportunity to check in on your friends.
That's it for this week's broadcast. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.
Make sure to follow our Instagram and TikTok at Vandegrift TV and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Vandegrift Media Productions, if you haven't already. Bye.